so weird, and you know me, baby. What could I do, hey, mean nothing. You have a girlfriend, yeah. Still.
Good morning, guys, and welcome back to another video. If you're new here, I'm Emma, and today is kind of a special sentimental video. I don't really know how to feel about it, but today is my last first day of school. I keep reversing that, but if you're new here, I am a senior in college officially today, and I go to the University of Kentucky. And so yeah, I've pretty much documented the last 4 years of my college experience, making a first day of school every year video, a move-in video, you know, just documenting the whole entire thing. One of the things that I've done the last 4 years of college is I've done like a recap video of like the year before, and then like what I'm excited for coming up this year. And I haven't made one of those yet, so I decided to do it while I get ready. So first things first, on the recap, I'm just gonna give like kind of main highlights or pointers, I would feel like, rather than like summing up the whole year, if that makes sense. More than anything, junior year was probably my biggest year of growth, or just kind of transitioning into my adult / like young adult years. A very like foundational year in like who I'm growing to be. I'm just so proud of myself and getting to watch that. But junior year, we put in the work. My biggest goal at the end of my video from sophomore year was that I wanted to be less rigid, less controlling in my life, and be more relaxed and like have fun and just live the college experience. And I really think I did that. But for me, that's not always easy. So I'm a little bit of a perfectionist sometimes, and I just learned like a term for perfectionism, and it's not exactly that like everything needs to be like I'm not a perfectionist in the sense of like my grades have to be perfect, and when I'm doing a task everything has to be perfect. It's more of like I set super high expectations about how everything is gonna go, and if I don't meet how I pictured it to go, that's when I like get upset and freak out. So it's more of like I have an idea of what perfect should be, not like someone else's standard of what perfect should be, if that makes sense. Anyways, that was a little bit of a side thing. This year at the beginning, first semester was super fun, but it also was me putting in a lot of that hard work. So I did all the things. I went to therapy. I went on this whole mental health like healing journey. And it was freaking hard. I did my best to like live in the moment and do all the things, but you know, I really had to do a lot of healing. And I'd do it all over again because it was so freaking worth it. Skipping on to our next topic, one thing I learned is like some friends are only meant to be in your life for a certain time, and that's okay. Like I feel like a lot of people hear that and they think like, oh, you had some big blow up or like something like that happen. But maturing is realizing that like you can be friends with people, but you don't have to like keep up with everyone, you know? So it's not like every time like you don't have to feel bad and when they text them like, oh, I miss you, you don't have to be like, oh yeah, let's grab coffee soon. Like if you know, like if it's been a few months and you know that you just aren't gonna keep up with that friendship, it's okay to be like, hey, like I've enjoyed, like I love getting to watch you thrive from a distance, and like I'm so proud of you. But you like don't have to feel this burden to like keep up with everyone. And it's just like some friends are gonna be there for seasons, and that's it, and that's all they were meant to be there for. Okay, so next thing, moving on. I know I've hyped it up the entire time since I've joined one, but I love being in sorority, and let me tell you, something about KD is just different. Like the girls are just awesome, and I can think of that like really explains how I feel is, so you all know Hannah. Hannah is my best friend. She's not in a sorority. This year, like we went to Tennessee for my birthday. If you haven't seen that video, go check out that video. And she got sick like the weekend before we went, and I was like so upset because Hannah knows me better than anyone, well besides my boyfriend, but as my friends go, she knows me better than anyone, and she just is so quick to serve And so like anything I need, like I know for my birthday it would be like she would set up a fancy brunch if I wanted, she would set up a photo shoot area, she would get everything planned. She's just a doer and she's so good at it, and she like knows how I'd want things, like even better than I know how I would want them. So I was really upset when she got sick and couldn't come like day of, because I was like, dang, like I'm really gonna have to set up anything like myself that I want, and like whatever, I guess like we just won't do like a few things or whatever. Anyways, we went to the birthday weekend and it just proved for me like how many of my friends, and like all of the, it was like all KD friends basically besides Kira that came from Florida. And one night of my birthday, like when we were taking pictures, they were like, hey, like you stay up here, we're gonna go down there and set up everything for you. And they set up like such a cute little decoration area, like perfect, like knew exactly how I'd want it. They all brought decorations for me, which we never talked about or played. And so it just like made my heart to show me and just be like, wow, like I knew these were good friends, but like even then, like when Hannah wasn't there, like they all stepped up to like make it such a special night for me and like do all these things that meant so much to me. Get rid of the whole stigma of sororities, of paying for your friends, because I would pay 10 times over again for these friends. I love them so dearly, and they have just made my college experience just so fulfilling. I literally love them so much. Okay, that's all I'm gonna bore you with about junior year. I want to just get to senior year because I'm so excited to talk about it. So excited for everything that's about to come. I want to talk a little bit about like the things I'm going to be involved in because I'm really excited for them. So the first thing is this summer I was going to do an internship with Good Molecules, a skincare company, which you all know I love. I use all of their products, and I just decided that I really wanted Lexington to be my home base this summer so that I could go to camp and like do just kind of some work and travel and stuff, and that was just easier out of Lexington than out of living in a new city. And I was like, I have so much time in my life to go live in a new city and like be all adult, and so I wanted to just kind of save this summer and be in Lexington with like my people and whatever. But I am going to be a brand ambassador for Good Molecules on campus, so I get to do stuff for their social media and then also like go to events and hand out PR packages for them and just do a lot with the brand, which I'm super duper excited about, as well as like kind of brand stuff that I'm doing. I've got reached out to by the brand Kodiak Cakes, which is this like protein, they're known for like their protein pancakes, but they have a lot of other products too. And I am going to be a campus student event manager for them. So sometime in September or October, me and there's one other girl from UK doing it, and we hold like a tabling event for them, and we get to pass out their snacks, and like kids can come up and like win more of their snacks by playing little games, and I get sent like a sweatshirt and a trucker hat, I'm pretty sure is what they said. And so I'm really excited for that. I think that'll be super fun and cool. Last thing that I am super excited about is actually in my last video for Spirit Week, I went to my first meeting for it. Videography position for our lifestyle and fashion magazine on campus called KRNL. And that is just something that I've wanted to be involved with since like freshman year, but I just didn't really know like my place and how I was gonna do it and like what part of it I should be involved with. But they had an opening for videography chair, and I was like, that is literally perfect because I know that's like really what I want to get good at and like pursue my passion kind of in. So I'm super excited to be able to kind of have like creative free reign with that and be able to just, I don't know, meet a bunch of new people through it and just get this like really cool experience of working with like a literal, like this is like a public publication that like goes out to the public. So that is just so exciting. Okay, so to sum it up, I want to talk about my like 3 big goals for this year going in. First goal is to really do all the crazy spontaneous things, like saying yes more than I say no. And I think I did a great job of that this summer. Like I literally went on so many spontaneous just like weekend plans. I literally went and worked at a camp in the middle of the desert in Oregon for 3 weeks, not knowing what I was getting myself into. And so I really just, I want to say yes to all those crazy little spontaneous things. Literally last semester, I feel like I have to give him a shout out in this just because he's been so amazing. It was just such a crucial part of like my junior year. So I said yes to going to this random date party with this guy that my friends were friends with, and you know, didn't think much of it, and it ended up being one of the best nights of my life, and I met my amazing boyfriend, so shout out to you. I'm not gonna get sappy or anything with it, but just wanted to give him a little mini shout out, and he's also been part of just so much fun and so much spontaneity that I've been able to experience this summer, just doing crazy things with him and going on all these little adventures. So yeah, shout out to him. Then my third one that I really want to work on is, so something stuck out to me the other day, is like, I feel like in the last few years, my freshman year during COVID, I was very like carefree about what people thought of me, because like you didn't see people all the time, so it made it really easy. And I feel like the last 2 years I've kind of fallen, like I've still been way more outgoing than I was in high school, but I feel like I've fallen into just like a comfortable pattern of like, obviously I'm going to introduce myself to people and like doing great, but I mean more from a networking stance. And why I say this is because I was at a like little thing for the new PNMs for recruitment the other day, checking them in, and it was just, you know, there were shy groups of girls that were like super pretty that would come up to me, and you know, like I could tell they were nervous and like whatever. And then there was this one girl who came up and she just was so excited to be there, like introduced herself, was talking to everyone, like was just like saying hi to people, say hi to people. And it's like, okay, like that's the girl I remember more than like the girl that was dressed up and looked so gorgeous. And like, even though I do remember her, because I'm like, oh, I want to look like, I don't know her name, I don't remember anything about her, but like this girl, if I saw her on campus, I'd be like, oh, I remember her. And so like that, I just really want to work on my networking and just being good about like being like, hey, like I'm Emma, this is what I'm about, blah 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 blah. I don't know, just like really lighting that spark again to just make as many connections as I can, because like that really is like a lot of what things are, is like, I don't know, that's just kind of a goal I have for myself, something I want to work on again. And yeah, I'm just really excited to see where this year takes me, and just see where we're at next year at this point. It's just really cool and exciting. I'm excited to keep growing and just excited to have a great, awesome year. Hey guys, so here is today's fit. I have my Kentucky Panhellenic shirt on that we're supposed to wear on the first day, and then the back is super cute. It says, I'll see you at bid day. It's literally an adorable shirt, and it's comfort colors, which is literally the best. Sorry, the lighting's like crazy, but I'm about to leave in a few seconds, so you're just gonna deal with it. And then I'm wearing these little blue shorts that I have with it. And then I just have my new xoxos on, and that is the fit. And we're ready to go. I have my backpack with all my little buttons on it over there, and we're out the door.
Oh, it's recording right now?
Yeah.
Hey guys, it's the first day of school. Hanging out on the porch at the house.
How was your first day?
Did
you do anything?
I went to one class.
Well, that's something.
The one and only. Just one?
Emma and I went to our full-time job.
We did.
I went to class.
It was terrible. We
the
did
gym.
not know what we signed ourselves up for.
It gave me heart palpitations.
We were sitting in the back like,
What's the ish?
we're on a competition team.
It's a lot.
It's a lot of work. You know?
On the sides, but you can crop it out. But I want the youse.
Hey guys, so let's give a little recap on the day. After dinner, I ended up going on a walk with Ellie and Betsy and catching up and debriefing about our first days of classes. And so I'm gonna sum up a little bit my first day of classes for you all. So it wasn't very syllabus week of them. So my two classes today were actually taught by the same teacher. And you can tell she's a really good professor and that she like truly cares about us, but she has like extremely high expectations. Like she's one of those teachers where she's like, a B is like a really good job and A is like you did exceptional work. And she's like, I love to give out A's, but then people that have taken her classes before are like, yeah, don't expect a 100. Also, these are my new glasses. They just came in today and I think they're adorable. They're a little, I'm getting used to them because they're a little stronger than my contacts are right now because they're like my new prescription. And why does that look purple? These like blue light? I don't remember selecting that. I'm really confused at what's happening right now. Anyways, first class is like gonna be an all graphic design class, which I'm super hype about because I just am really interested in that. So I think I'm gonna love it. And I've been wanting to learn like how to use Photoshop and Illustrator for like a long time. But our first assignment, we literally got like a ton of homework today, was we have this project where, think of like a really cool like basketball or like football like hype up like photo, like usually it'll be like a player and they have like their name in really cool font in the back and like it looks like really like abstracty and like cool like that. She was like, make one of those but for a kitchen utensil. And then she handed us all a different utensil, and I got a colander, which like people were like, what the heck is that? Basically like a strainer. And we had to do 25 different little mini ones. Okay, so let me just show you. These are, I have like literally like so freaking many of these, if that makes sense. Oh, I'm tired. It's been a long day. I think I've probably showed you all and like talked enough for this vlog alone, and that's really all I have. So yeah, there was my first day of, I almost said of high school, wow, of college. Yeah, I am so sorry guys, I'm literally drained. I'm so freaking exhausted right now, but I love you all and thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little day of my life. Stay tuned for more exciting college vlogs senior year, and I love you all and I will see you in the next one.